I've made the... oh, well, I better show you first what I've done, haven't I? Okay, these are all in. I've straightened them all up, or I've twisted them the way they've got to go. And now I'm working on these, and you're about to see one of the idlest things you've ever seen in your life. I go up here, and I've asked it for 12 repeats, and I'm going to click OK. OK. Right. And each one of those, even though I've done them all together, is separate. So let's blow them up. I've moved them all into position. So I move that one, and I move him up into position. I click on that one, and I move him up into position. I click on this one, and I move him into position. And I've got to sit on the same line, Maggie. Yep, he's on the same line. Right. Move this one down to that point. See, on that same line? That end of his oval sits on the line. Let's just move this one into position first. And he sits down on there. Oh, he's near enough. Can't make it too perfect. Oh, go away. Let's move him down. Move him down. Move him down. Move him down. And move this one across just a little more. And I think we can get away with moving this one across just a little more. That's it. Give me more room in between each one. And then move him into position. He's about the same height now. Right. And let's turn off our image and pull out a bit. And there's our broderie anglaise so far. It's actually beginning to look a little bit like broderie anglaise now, and all we have to do now is put the bit in the middle. So let's bring the image back. Come magnify that back up again. And pick up my run line tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a bit of a point on his head. I'm going to move that one to over there. I'm going to enter that. I'm going to go into Object Reshape, and I'm going to move the start point there we go. Highlight it, go into dimensions. It's 30, almost 31 tall, and 18.62 wide. Right, and I'll leave that be. Okay, and now Control D it because it's still highlighted. And did it do the Control D? Yep. Object details, dimensions. Make this one 16. There we go. 16 and 28 and 28. Okay, and that's our cutting line, that one on the inside. Now, that is a big space in there, and the original design had 4 lozenges in here, and that was fabric in the middle, but I could not for the life of me make 4 lozenges. So what I'm going to try now, highlight that, right click into the center of it and put 1, 2. I'm not going to get another 2 in there. I don't know what you think of that. So that's a hole, and we just buttonhole the whole lot around there. Or, let me take these 2 out, delete that one, and delete that one. You put in a filler, and to put a filler in, it isn't difficult. Okay, all it means is you use a needle and thread and you put in a filling, and you can run. This isn't actually centered, so I can't do it from the center. You can go 1, no, Maggie. Right. 1 left node. Right, there we go. And then you build that up with zigzag stitch. It doesn't have to be dense. 1 and no, I want object details. You drop that down to point, get it down this way, about 25, and it need only be 0.4 wide. Doesn't have to be any wider than that. And you build up each one of those in that way, and then you put a little circle of zigzag around the middle. So you end up with a spider web. So click off that, and then you'd go up in this direction. And you do the same thing again. You'd set that down here, and you'd set that for 0.4. Okay. And then you take a little walk around to that one, and you do that one, and so on. I'll leave that to you. There's other fingers you can put in there, and I think in between this video and the next video I'll look up some of my reticular designs and show you some of the fillings that you could use if you wanted to. Let's drop this down to 100, because That's, I've forgotten now what size it was. Let's click on the oval. Right, that is just over an inch tall. Okay, length from millimeters to inches, 28.58. (1.125 inches), which is, oh, not that big. I could put my thumb through the hole, but I'll let you decide. Just remember that when you stitch it, the more you pack into a hole, the more pull you create. Okay. And I forgot I haven't put 2 little circles in. Maggie. I need to put these in. And to do that, I'm just going to click on that one, drag it, and then resize it. Move that up into a spot. Don't want it too small, I've got to be able to cut this out. And then right click and drag it. Come on, over a teeny bit more. Of course, what silly apus, right clicked on it to drag it. Directional arrow keys come in very handy. There we go. I think I'll get rid of these lines. 1, 2. Delete. And I'll see you in the next video.